Hi, I'm Supermoon Tarot, and I am going to be delivering your mid-month October love reading for Libra. Hi, Libras! This is for entertainment purposes only. If the messages I deliver today resonate with you, awesome. If not, let it fly. I will see you in the next one, but either way, feel free to pick up my good vibes I'm sending your way. Sorry, I'm just laughing right now. Right before I was recording this, I just got in a fight with like a crow because they're just being way too loud, and they seem to pause whenever I pause, and then right when I talk, they yell. So I just yelled at them every time they yelled, and they were very like, what? So yeah. There's a time and a place for everything. Anyways, Libras, let's look at what's going on for you this month. Two of Wands in reverse. Two of Pentacles in reverse. Oh, and Nine of Cups upright. So I am currently connecting to either an Aries, a Capricorn, or Pisces, somewhere in their Sun or Moon rising charts. Okay, I've got some cool stuff to tell you about them. So let's talk about you right now. It looks like right now you are working on yourself, which is really cool. And the main thing you're focusing, and I want to point this out, is you're working on some personal goals. But this isn't just like the goal to, you know, when we have these really huge dreams, like everyone's working towards something, they want to get their dream house, whatever. You are coming from a perspective where you've gotten a sense of balance internally and stopped comparing yourself to others, and therefore realized what makes you happy is taking a second and appreciating the little things you accomplish day to day, week to week. Whatever it is, you have set these standards a little more in a reachable, quicker reacher level. And you're starting to learn to find a sense of like internal happiness, and you're just feeling really good about yourself. There's a lot of confidence going on here. There's a lot of fun in the pursuit of it. But that's the main thing I want you to take away from this, is that you're working on these like tangible, realistic, fun goals. This could be maybe you're working on getting fitter, or you just want to pass like one single test, or whatever it is. These are these smaller milestones. Now, this person I've mentioned before is coming in with a offer to help you out with that. Now, I can tell that they do have some proof to back it up. Maybe they've got a nice car, whatever it is, they have the credentials and are able to show you the credentials that what they have to offer is real, but keep in mind it is just an offer. That's what I'm getting so far. We'll see if you actually receive it, but they're coming to you at this time period and going, listen, I see you're into this. I can, let's say you want to get really good at yoga. Maybe they know other yoga instructors or a good yoga class, and they can connect you and get you in or something like that. Whatever it is, they are a sort of gatekeeper, and as a form of showing their affection towards you, they are like offering it to you. Now, this does not, I mean, I'll see as I pull more cards, this doesn't feel sinister or anything negative. It's only a positive thing of them giving it to you. So yeah, let's pull some more cards to see what's going on here. We've got Ten of Pentacles, Knight of Cups in reverse, and Six of Wands in reverse. Okay, now we really know where they're coming from. So they too have, especially when this gets repeated again in the Six of Wands, Six of Wands in reverse isn't unlike the Two of Wands when we're talking about your own personal goals or personal achievements. So they too, first of all, they've already accomplished what they've wanted to accomplish for themselves. So they're kind of like that future version of where you're at. So there's a nice dualistic, admirable quality going on between the two of you, which is really cool. There's something you can kind of enjoy and appreciate, and kind of, it's fun to have a sort of learning partnership kind of thing going on here. And they've accomplished it, but they too like that you are more living in the moment and appreciating. You've got like a good head on your shoulders when it comes to your viewpoint of what success is. And they see, and the big thing that I see here is they understand, this is where the bigger picture comes in perspective. Sorry, Spirit is like coming in really hard with this. Essentially, they understand Right now you're just like, oh, I'm working on myself and I want to accomplish these things. They understand that each smaller thing you're going to work towards is going to build a bigger concept. And they are so excited to almost see a version of themselves that hasn't understood that yet. And they want to like continue to see you grow because they like you, but they also want to like share that knowledge of being like, yo, this is only the beginning. Not only are you going to feel great that you've accomplished this, but like I am an example of what can be in the future. Now, I do want to note here that they're extremely, they would like to build something long-term. That is their mindset. They are going to project it on you. And I do say project because it doesn't mean that you two can't, like, you can't be the one. There isn't longevity here. But that, I'm just letting you know, like, the majority of their mindset and goal. They are looking towards a family. And if it's not a full-on, like, have a baby type of situation or have a fur baby type of situation, they just want this sense of, like, longevity and togetherness and to feel like when they come home, they can share these achievements with someone else. Because that's the side of the coin they're on. They've experienced things, but they want to experience, but they realize it doesn't mean as much unless they can share it with someone else. So that's what they're really bringing towards you when they share their love and affection. So don't be surprised if they are being sweet and sensual to you or flirting. It will definitely always kind of hint to some sort of goal-oriented thing and just a general, like, they're always going to kind of be hinting and wanting to build some sort of partnership with you. Don't be surprised if they would like to kind of come into your place and want to be close to you in that way and feel like want to get to a sense of familiarity quicker than normal. They are not trying to be an overburden. They don't mean that. They're just so excited that's their goal, and they see a kind of mirror image between the two of you in a really nice way. They don't seem like they're hindering any of your personal growth, so it is a positive thing. But let's go in a little deeper. Got Empress in reverse. Remember Empress in reverse and our Knight of Cups in reverse here. We're going to get to that in a moment. We've got the Chariots upright, and we've got Ace of Pentacles. Let me just look at one thing. Okay, so we got a couple things going on here. I kind of assumed this, but now I have the proof. Proof with an F, not TH. I don't know where that came from. So you will not get to see the opportunity that they're offering you right now, but it is in the works. It's happening. They're not lying to you. It is a real offer, but there's a sort of marination, fertilizing, you know, it's in development sort of effect, and they're preparing for it to grow and to become something that they can actually offer you, but they're not able to fully do it yet. So again, example, maybe they're just becoming friends with that yoga teacher or finding that way to then bring you to that place, but they're not fully there yet, and they're in the process of it. They got a little too excited. They just, you know, serendipitously were able to offer you something that isn't quite ready yet. So they're not leading you on. Just don't be surprised in this short time period if you don't actually see that. They're not lying to you, essentially. But the cool thing is that offer is real. This is like a totally side subject from love. It will become something, and I do see it blooming and growing into something that can have a lot of long-term positive effects. So again, going back to the yoga thing, maybe little do you know you become a yoga teacher, or this test you took ends up becoming a realization and gets you into this great program to get your master's, or whatever situation you're in life. This is something that is not just a small thing that benefits you. It's going to have a lot of positive long-term effects. That being said, I do want to point out there's a little bit of codependency I'm kind of getting here, especially with the Knight of Cups in reverse and the Empress in reverse. There's just a dash of like, you're gonna really notice how much they want to be a partner and build a family, and you know, they're going to really want to do everything with you. And they're always going to kind of use the excuse that it's to benefit you, that they just want to help you in their journey, they just want to be there. Now, I will say that that's not necessarily a bad thing. Some people in relationships really like doing everything together, and what someone else would describe as like smothering or codependent negative way is someone else's joy and reality and ultimate goal. While for other people, that might be overwhelming, and maybe they don't have the quite same personality. So this is more like, I'm letting you know, but it's more of a perspective thing when you meet them, like how you'll feel in that moment. You'll be like, hey, you know, and to be honest with you, this is just a matter of you saying like, listen, I am into you, but like, we cannot see each other for a day. You know what I mean? It doesn't mean anything. Just know that they're wanting to be with you all the time is just totally out of how much they like you and the goals they have in mind. But let's see if we can pull an oracle card. Okay, well, that's extra confirmation. Deep freeze in reverse is just the, like, we already have been talking about you meeting someone. This is just kind of like, if you've been going through a dry spell, not anymore. You're totally going to meet somebody. Let's pull a more helpful oracle card. Okay, interesting. Field of Dreams. This is so funny because this is a love reading, but it's just so much more about what you're accomplishing and how they come into factor with that, which is really cool. So this goes back to the whole Six of Wands thing, Two of Wands thing we talked about, and the concept of being aware. So this talks about, are the goals that you have focused and based around what you think other people accomplish? You know, repeating that idea. And it's so funny that this popped up in again, especially when you're already working on it. So this seems to be an important motif of just like you constantly having a head on your shoulders of like what you define as personal success. I wonder if that comes into play with this person. Maybe in a weird way, you're going to teach this other person about, you know, you don't have to have a family right now. Like, what we have can be a version of it. I'm just curious because there's such a interesting mirror effect, similar timeline, but a little off thing kind of going in here. I'm kind of getting this vibe that you both have something to really offer each other, which is cool. So, pretty awesome. I love giving positive readings. So if you enjoyed this, please give a like and subscribe. It helps out like you would not believe. But either way, have a lovely day. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.